Breaking news from Denver. Trump just did something huge. Although New Year's Eve is supposed to be a joyous occasion throughout the world, a Colorado deputy's family won't be celebrating tonight. Douglas County Sheriff's Office has now confirmed that 5 deputies and 2 other people were shot in Douglas County Sunday morning. One of those 5 deputies has now died from his wounds. The fallen deputy has now been identified as 29-year-old Zackari Parrish, who is survived by his young wife and 2 small children. Officials confirmed that Parrish was hit multiple times, and later added that he was a good kid who loved his job more than any other and that they are deeply saddened by the loss of Zackari.The. The other deputies who were shot were identified as Mike Doyle, 28, Taylor Davis, 30, and Jeff Pelle, 32. And Castle Rock Police Department Officer Tom O'Donnell, 41. Parrish leaves behind 2 very young girls and a wife who are all reportedly having an exceptionally hard time dealing with the 29-year-old's sudden death, as anyone can imagine. Parrish left the banking industry to pursue his dream of helping others through police work, a very noble aspiration even realizing the risks. Newly into his role as a police officer, he was murdered in the line of duty. His hometown is working to raise funds for his medical, funeral, and surviving family's living expenses, just hours after a senseless thug took Parrish from his family. You can read more about why this is especially heartbreaking here, as well as help if you're able, as a cause close to President Trump. Luckily all the other deputies and victims are expected to survive, and the shooter was killed at the scene. Katie Pelle, Obama's anti-police ideology. Katie Pelle, Obama's anti-police ideology. As President Obama starts to wind down his tenure in the White House, with just 1.5 years to go, he's focusing on federalization of local police forces in the name of justice. Attorney General Loretta Lynch will be his go-to on this project, just as Eric Holder was before her. The goal, according to the White House and Department of Justice, is to take a close look at police practices across the country to ensure minorities, in particular African Americans, aren't unfairly singled out for police scrutiny. But Obama's long record shows he isn't necessarily interested in police brutality. Instead, he holds an anti-police ideology. It all started way back in 2009 when Obama, before he knew all of the facts, accused the police of acting stupidly after his friend, Harvard professor Henry Gates, was briefly arrested for breaking into his home. I don't know, not having been there and not seeing all the facts, what role race played, the president said at the time, but I think it's fair to say, number 1, any of us would be pretty angry, number 2, that the Cambridge police acted stupidly in arresting somebody when there was already proof that they were in their own home, and, number 3, that there's a long history in this country of African Americans and Latinos being stopped by law enforcement disproportionately,